BrandStudy is a research tool that can help you unlock new business because it answers the question, why should a brand advertise with you? BrandStudy accomplishes this by measuring your current or your potential advertiser's performance against three key brand metrics: brand experience, purchase consideration, and brand perceptions. The brands that are challenged in any of these metrics will be identified, and the study will provide you with the evidence you need to convince these brands to either initiate or amp up their advertising with you. You will determine the number of product categories and the number of brands that you want to measure, keeping in mind that BrandStudy's results will generate selling opportunities for both current and potential advertisers. Signet will email blast a survey invitation to your customer database and will screen in the key decision makers for each of the categories measured. So let's review each of the metrics in the study. Brand experience. Respondents will be asked which brands they're familiar with and/or have had experience with. This can include brands they currently use or have used in the past, have evaluated, or know about through their work. In addition, they'll be asked to select the brands that they consider to be the leaders in the field. Purchase consideration. Securing a position in the purchase consideration set is a primary goal for most advertisers. We'll ask respondents with buying influence which brands they would consider purchasing from. Brands lagging in purchase consideration will see the need to advertise to stay competitive. And what's also interesting to note are the reasons why some brands or suppliers lead in consideration while others lag. And that's the goal of the next metric. Brand perceptions. A list of attributes will be included for each product category. Examples might include price, customer service, or product quality. Now, respondents with buying influence will be asked to check which attributes that they favorably associate with each of the brands being measured. This information will help advertisers understand how they're perceived in the marketplace against their competition, and it'll provide intelligence to steer their advertising message accordingly. So let's walk through a mock-up of the BrandStudy data and see how to turn the results into selling opportunities. Brand experience. The data in these slides are presented in comparative format to show you how a brand fares against its competition. Both charts are based on respondents having buying influence for that product category. The first chart deals with brand familiarity and experience. It shows the percentage of respondents who currently use or have used each brand and/or are familiar with it. The second chart shows the percentage of respondents who consider each brand as a leader in the field. These metrics are good indicators of market share. Purchase consideration. As this chart shows, brand A leads in purchase consideration, while company D lags behind in the competitive set. Not a great position for brand D. This makes a powerful statement about the imperative need for D to increase their ad schedule just to be a player in the purchase consideration set. Brand perceptions. From the previous chart, we know where each brand stands in purchase consideration, but we don't know the whys behind it. This brand metric is designed to do just that. Company A, which was the top choice for purchase consideration, ranked high in quality and innovation. However, they may be surprised to find out that they don't outperform the other brands when it comes to customer service. This presents an opportunity to work with Brand A on developing marketing programs focused on customer service. Brand D has a heftier challenge, placing last in every perception metric. Perhaps Brand D doesn't currently advertise. This study gives you the opportunity to meet with Brand D, review this intelligence, and put together an action plan that involves advertising tactics to become more competitive. Lead generation. Now this is optional. Nowadays, lead generation ranks high in demand. While it's outside of the scope of the main objectives of this study, we've added it in as an optional service. This is how it works. For each of the product categories measured, we'll ask respondents with buying influence if they'll be specifying or recommending or purchasing these products or services in the next 12 months. In this particular case, we have a net of 55% responding yes. We then ask these respondents who say yes if they'd be interested in receiving information for these products or services. If they say yes, we provide you with their contact information. Our recommendation is to offer these leads to a very limited number of advertisers per product category, selected at your discretion. Tracking. The metrics in BrandStudy show a brand's performance in the context of the competition. But these metrics provide more intelligence and accountability when they're tracked at key moments in a brand's life or advertising cycle. To illustrate this point, let's go back to Brand D. Brand D, if you recall, had challenges in purchase consideration. We learned that their challenges are likely fueled by concerns regarding quality, customer service, and innovation. So you might want to share this information with Brand D and possibly work with them to create a marketing campaign directed at overcoming these impediments in, say, year 1. Then, monitor their progress relative to the competition by evaluating the purchase consideration and brand attribute favorability at the end of the campaign, as illustrated in this chart with year 2. Seeing an improvement or lifts in the brand study metrics will provide proof of ROI. Brand study and its metrics not only substantiate your publication as the right vehicle for their message, but it demonstrates the vested interest you take in your client's business and relationship. So, in summary, we've given you a bird's eye view of how brand study can turn your prospects into advertisers, grow smaller advertisers into bigger ones, and reinforce your commitment to your client's business. Thanks for your time.